So this is the full version, as I don't know why they blocking people from wanting to hear my video. So this is the full video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. We fixed the audio problem that was in the previous video. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck went on. I mean, that just the most baffling thing I probably have seen in the history of sabotage. But that's why I say make sure you join the Patreon. Make sure you support the page, subscribe, like button, whole nine. I'm out. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. Finally, we can get into the Bradley Beal trade to the Phoenix Suns, which shocked everybody because the Phoenix Suns was not even on the list of the stratosphere of teams that was going down. Now, woo! A lot of text messages have been flying and phone calls have been flying. Man, it has been crazy. It's still going down. So, we're just going to get to it. Bradley Beal has a no trade clause put in his oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Had it put in his contract. Now, his deal is the craziest deal in professional sports. Like he still has like $200 million left on his deal. Like this year coming up, he's getting 46 million. The next year he's getting 50 million. The year after that he gets 53. In 2026, 2027 he's getting 57 million dollars. So if he's getting 57 million dollars plus, what does that mean for the rest of the people that's involved? That's going to be we got to win now scenario. That's a lot of money to be paying out over the next couple of years. Because after 2 years after the trade, he should have another trade, a non-trade clause put into his deal. So you're going to be locked in into the $50 million territory. Which is going to leave a lot of limited room for teams to operate with this new collective bargaining agreement. Now, due to people's own psychology and people wanting to control their own destiny, um, it has been a crazy scenario after crazy scenario presenting itself. The 76ers are a team that right now it's up in the air. Now, Tobias Harris and Maxey was supposed to be traded for Bradley Beal. Maxey, Tobias Harris, and another player named Forcon, what's his name? Korkmaz or whatever. I don't even know who that guy is. But he was supposed to be traded along with Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris. And they were going to Washington as they were going to be traded with, well, for others that know, they were going over to head over to just Washington and they going over to the 76ers just to get Bradley Beal. That was the only thing they were going to receive. Now, The Clippers' former executive is in Washington. And when he was there, he did the trade to get rid of Blake Griffin and shape him over to the Pistons. And he got a whole lot of things in return that helped build the Clippers to what they are now when they had the 4 protected first round picks, second round picks. They had a lot of ammunition once they and a lot of cap space to operate when they got rid of um, Blake Griffin's contract. So he traded for Tobias Harris. So to trade for Tobias Harris again would make more sense. Now, what they wanted was a top 10 first round draft pick for the 76ers. They wanted Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris. The deal seemed like it was done. It seemed like this was the number one choice, as the 76ers was one of the team that Bradley Beal put on the list that he would play for and would waive his no trade clause for. Now, this team and the Miami Heat were the 2 top teams that he was willing to waive a trade clause for. Contrary to what you believe, the Los Angeles Lakers did not make an offer for Bradley Beal. There was no offer made to bring Bradley Beal to the Los Angeles Lakers, in case anybody was asking. Now, with all of that being said, there's a scenario that that people are very weirded out about, right? It's like a couple of second round draft picks. This was the next wave of, okay, I see what you're raising. Here we come with the draft picks. The 76ers don't really have a lot of draft picks they're going to give up. So it would take probably to 2030 before they have a draft pick, a first round draft pick. So they want a future first round draft pick within the next 2 seasons, depending on where they are in the records and all of this. But they're not looking at their record being that terrible to where they won't have one to probably 2030. But they have a James Harden problem, and this is concerning to Bradley Beal. He doesn't want to get there, and James Harden end up going someplace else. So that was a major concern of him, not knowing what's going to happen with James Harden. Everyone's saying it's okay, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, but it don't seem like it's going to be okay. And he doesn't want to get stuck in a scenario or in a situation where he's there for 4 years and then everybody on the team is getting away from the team and the organization. Now, the Miami Heat seemed like the team that he was going to go to, because this is one of the teams he had on the list. Everybody knows he's really good friends with Jimmy Butler. They worked out together before. When he goes to Miami, they go out to New York, East Coast, anything. These guys put in work. He knows the Heat is committed to winning. They just went to the finals. They play a team organized game. They got a great coach. He knows the philosophy. He knows what they want. But what he didn't know, and what y'all probably didn't know, is why this deal didn't take place. Okay? The deal didn't take place because everyone on the team seems to have a problem, a major problem. Pat Riley does not want to get rid of Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson together. That's the only reason this trade did not take place. Pat Riley would not budge on giving up Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero together in a trade. That's what the Wizards wanted in the deal. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and some draft picks. And Bradley Beal would have been with the Miami Heat. Pat Riley did not want to relinquish Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson together. He could stand at least one or the other. He offered Kyle Lowry, and nope, they didn't want that. They didn't want Kyle Lowry on the team without, and they wanted to add them to it, and that'd have been great. But they wanted three second round draft picks. They wanted a first round and then two protected second round picks, but they wanted Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson together. They wanted both of those guys, and they were going to take the unprotected draft picks. That's who they requested, and they were denied by Pat Riley. He's not giving up Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, which blew my mind. As what the hell? I'm thinking it was the draft picks, but Pat Riley don't want to give up Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. And when they said they wouldn't budge, he just said, "All right, I'm not budging either," and that was it. He was not willing to pull the trigger, and these hard facts and this hard knock, way that Pat Riley negotiate. I don't know if that's gonna fly over well with the new age basketball, and fans might saying, "Well, I don't know. Pat might have, the game might be passing him by." But his team just got to the finals, so can't say Pat the game is passing him by if he's making the good decisions. Because Pat is also looking at that contract. He normally don't pay players like that kind of money. That's kind of crazy. With Bradley Beal's, this guy is due to get $200 million. So this is going to be intense for a lot of reasons. Now, what people didn't know is that the Washington Wizards was already negotiating with another team, the Knicks. The Knicks kept sending their offers in because they wanted Bradley Beal, which shocked me. I'm like, the Knicks is involved? So the Knicks wanted to give them Mitchell Robinson, Evan Fournier, and RJ Barrett. So RJ Barrett, and that was supposed to be the Wizards' first 2024 pick that the Knicks got, that the one that they own. So they would get it because the Knicks got the Wizards 2024 pick. So that they would get that pick back. And they would get a protected first top 14 pick in the next year of 2025. So they would have that, Evan Fournier, Mitchell Robinson, and RJ Barrett. So that's what the Knicks was offering for Bradley Beal. Now, what I was told is Bradley Beal said hell to the no for playing with the New York Knicks. Now, it was pretty intense as it was going on, as it kept getting redone. Now, everybody was shocked. Like a lot of people were saying, I'm shocked that, you know, he was traded for what he was traded for. It was a shock compared to what they were asking for other people. Like Josh Hart didn't know if he was going to be a Knick still, or he was going to go to Washington and play, or is he going to be involved in this trade? But RJ Barrett was the one on the line to be the one that was moving. So everybody here is gonna, like I said, you come here, you get the full outline. We haven't even gotten to the Suns yet because they weren't even in the picture. Nobody saw the Suns coming at all. But we're gonna give, this is the full version. We give you all of the food. We don't just give you the sides or the meat. We gonna give it to you all on the plate. So make sure y'all paying attention. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the page, all of those things. The Cash App is Carceno, Carceno. Hopefully y'all super chatting, supporting the page and the channel, so we can keep giving y'all the real. Now, after the Knicks kept trying to rework the trade, they really wanted Bradley Beal. Um, this is what really surprised a lot of people, is how bad they wanted Bradley Beal. Derrick Rose's name was thrown in it, but Derrick Rose is going to be, they're not going to match his contract, of course. So he's going to be released and, be a free agent. So trying to put him in the trade is not really going to, amount to anything. But RJ Barrett is on the list of being traded. Now, some of the Knicks wanted to keep, the people in the front office wanted to keep RJ Barrett. And they said, well, can we find a way to keep him? So Josh Hart was looking like he was going to be the odd man out. And they saying, well, should we trade Emmanuel quickly? So now quickly was involved in the trade. Mitchell Robinson, Emmanuel Quickly, Evan Fournier was involved in the last deal, which Derrick Rose was going to be, TO'd, and that was it. It was going to be exercised. So they were just throwing him in just to be thrown in. So now they were going to keep RJ Barrett, and they were going to get that 2024 pick back and the 2025 first round pick. That was the deal now. Now you got Derrick Rose finna be TO'd. You got Quickly. You got Evan Fournier. You got Mitchell Robinson. All just for Bradley Beal. That's it. And Bradley Beal, once again, is the deciding person on this trade. He didn't want to go to the Knicks. So I'm going to let y'all know right now, he was not waiving his trade for the Knicks. The Knicks they wanted that deal. The Washington Wizards wanted that deal. He wasn't going anywhere and relinquishing his no trade clause to any of these teams. Now, here's the kicker with the Suns. They have to make a decision quick on what they're going to do with CP3. So when they were saying he was going to be waived, he stands to lose a lot of money. Because there's no way they're finna pay him $30 million. That's just insane. So now You know you're not going to pay him $30 million. What are you intending on doing with him? So now when they say, hey, here we go. We're not paying him $30 million. We can waive him for 4, or we can get a trade done. So they sat down, they met with Chris Paul, and he don't want to miss out on any of his money. So working out a trade was, suffice for them. And Booker, who's cool with Bradley Beal, they worked out together. They had the same training camps, you know, shoot arounds, and they really cool. And they saying, hey, me, you, and KD, Matt is interested in making that happen. Once this was brought to Bradley Beal's attention that this is a reality and KD wants you, and hey, we want you to come over to the team, Matt wants you over here too, the owner. He is about winning right now. So everyone's like, well, how are they going to keep Aiton? And they got KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal. It was the craziest trade in the history of sports when it went down. But I'm still in shock. There was no first round pick, and everybody else was dropping first round picks and everything that Washington wanted. Are you kidding me? They had no first round picks in this trade, the Phoenix Suns. And you get a 40-year-old point guard. 40. I'm blasted. Everybody is stunned. So Mark Bartelstein from Priority Sports confirmed that the deal is in the works. It's not finalized yet, but it's in the works, but it's done. They're sending Chris Paul and Shamit in a package of future second round picks and pick swaps in exchange for Bradley Beal. You know why? Everybody's like, what? Like, I'm stunned that this happened. Now, they're working out the framework to get the money right. But Bradley Beal is willing to waive his no trade clause to go to the Suns. The Wizards are not happy about this. But they have to get rid of Bradley Beal. It's time to move on. And this is the way to get out of it. He was never going to waive that trade clause to no other team. He wasn't going to go to the Miami Heat, even though that was the only other team he would go to. And he was willing to waive it, but he wasn't going to the New York Knicks, no matter what deal the Knicks offered, and they offered a lot. He wasn't waiving his no trade clause for the Knicks. His agent, Mark, what's his name, Bartelstein from Priority Sports, they had what, Michael Winger involved, and they're gonna go in and navigate the money situation and get that right. But he's going to the Phoenix Suns. Now, DeAndre Ayton might have to go somewhere. You know, that's how I feel. I don't know if they'll be able to financially put that team. That team's like way over the cap. So Aiden will have to get moved and go somewhere else. This summer is going to be a crazy summer for basketball. I mean, seriously, it's going to be cray, cray, cray. I'm just letting you know. It's already insane. So now it's just going to get even worse. The way they're doing this, it's going to be a situation where no trade clauses are going to be removed. They're trying to get them out of basketball, period, because it's handicapping teams. Because the players got control in free agency, and now they're controlling trades. So having a no trade clause when you're not really a superstar player, that's supposed to be exclusively for the NBA all first teams. So when you NBA all first team, then like Luca could have a no trade clause. Somebody like Joker, Kyrie Irving, those type of players. That's at the top tier. Kevin Durant. Those guys should have no trade clause. You can't have anybody that just score 30 or 45. Like, hey, I'll average 30 points this season. I can get a no trade clause. It's like, who are you? And that's what's messing up the game. That's what's messing up right now. Right now is a mess because of that. Am I right or am I right? We sitting here right now talking about Bradley Beal and his situation and his deal. And why are we talking about that deal? Because the deal is so much of a robbery. All the other teams are amazingly shocked that this was even pulled off. So Matt Ishida, or whatever his name is, Ashiba, kudos to him for pulling off the crime of the century. Now other teams are gonna yell foul. It ain't fair. I know LeBron over there in France and crying like a Frenchman from a cap gun. Hey, Adam, this ain't fair. I thought we did the CBA to stop stuff like this, Adam. And look at this. Second round picks, Adam, and I can't get anybody on my team. I don't want to talk to you no more, Adam. I better get Kyrie out. Make it happen. Well, they weren't going to spend all that money for Bradley Beal. It's like, okay, well, let's go get Dame. So now the whole thing is for Dame Dollar. If Pat Riley is willing to pull that trigger, well, that's what everybody wants. They want Dame in Miami. They feel that's the missing piece. But Jimmy crack up, when Jimmy crack up, that's what's on the table. So a whole lot of things going on. Man, these people are crazy. Oh yeah, definitely hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, subscribe to the page. Dog. They have hired Fogel as the coach. So they got the lame duck coach back in there again, Fogel. Now, if Fogel come in here and win the doggone championship with the Suns, I'm going to crack up laughing. He going to be fired again in about another year. Dog, if they don't win it this year with this team and they got Fogel in there, Fogel going to be out on his head. He coming in with all these expectations again. Here comes Fogel. I am McLovin. Oh my God. Yeah, I know it's crazy, man. Welcome to the NBA, where they always do something crazy every now and then when it don't make no sense. The Denver Nuggets gonna be looking at this like, huh? Well, yeah, it's done. They're gonna be going for Dame. So the same players and pieces that I told you before are gonna be in play for Dame from Miami. Just wait. Well, players talk, and a lot of players know how Tibbs coach. So when people want to go to the Knicks, they're gonna be like, I don't know if I want to get ran into the ground. Yeah, he kind of treats it like boot camp, man. I make too much money for that, dog. I'll play, but I don't think I need to do what the 12th man is doing. You got guys like that on the team. Now, the news is the news, right? So, well, they're gonna have to move DeAndre Ayton now. Now that you got Bradley Beal, $200 million on the table, Ayton is gone. DeAndre Ayton is gone. I cannot see him being there anymore. It wouldn't even make sense. He's only 24 years old. People forget that. DeAndre Ayton is young. Who would want him? There's a lot of teams that want DeAndre Ayton. The Boston Celtics are one of them. They want Ayton on the team. They feel they need a real big man on the inside to help them out, and they want to go big. They're gonna let Grant Williams go and not re-sign him. Right, take their chances with Ayton to help out Robert Williams. So they want to actually make that deal happen. The Suns needs to trade for draft picks, get a bench, see what they can get. Some low salary players, spread it out. Shamit did good for him last year. He did what he normally does. Yeah, they got Shamit. Monty's gone. CP's gone. Shamit's gone. And now Aiden is going to be gone. They are trimming the fat in Phoenix. So let's say right now they keep all the four players, right? That's 161.5 million with four players. There is no flexibility to make any changes whatsoever. So Aiden will have to be moved. Well, let's say they keep this, right? Let's say they keep this four. What do you think they're going with this for? Where is this four gonna go? Huh? There's no way this four could. could actually. Oh my God, this is like. You remember the phrase "too many cooks in the kitchen"? This is too many cooks in the kitchen. And when there's too many cooks in the kitchen, what happens? Right? It's only one basketball. This takes me back to when we played ball against a team that we knew we were going to get crushed. And we didn't have nothing on our team. I knew I could play. I knew what I could do. I knew how many points I was going to score. But I knew we were going to get crushed. Because we got a bunch of people up there that's nervous based on looking at the other guys we got to play against. These guys can dunk. These guys slash. They tall. And I'm like, man, we finna get killed. But, hey, we here to play. But there's only one basketball. And due to the fact there's only one basketball, as the game started, I noticed something. They couldn't play together. If you stopped them from doing what they wanted to do, the game was real easy to figure out to how to stop them. It became relatively easy to beat them. I said, wow, I know how we can win. If we stop this guy from getting the ball, he gonna get real frustrated at the team, and everybody else gonna start going one-on-one. Oh, this gonna be great. And we were in the game. We lost, but it was close. And I said, hey, we were the little overachievers. And I mean, Shorty B even hit a shot. Shorty B is somebody that don't play basketball. You ever had a one guy that don't play basketball on your team? That's him. He don't hoop. But we needed a fifth guy. So that explained his participation. We needed a fifth. So he was it. That was his whole participation in the game. And he even hit a three. And I'm like, what? And they were like, man, look, B don't play like this. But B put us in a hole. Because I think I remember telling y'all about this game too. He kept singing Machiavelli while he was playing the game. It would only say one part. Mama, why they keep on calling me Nick? Be driving to the basket every time. It was just hitting his just luck. But I was like, all right, we know you're in the rhythm, but you're doing it good, but pass the ball. Okay, you done fronted. You got all these points that you weren't supposed to get. Now, pass the ball now. I'm the closer. I have a mismatch on the guy I'm guard. I can guard him. He can't guard me. But just like that, for the Phoenix Suns, it's only one basketball. And you got a lot of ISO basketball players. Will they find that balance? Now, Chris Paul was perfect. He was a true point guard. Bradley's a scoring point guard. It's a lot different. He's not a facilitator like Chris. So the dynamics are gonna be a little different. Things gonna get a little different around here. Oh yeah, it's Monday, so it's laundry day. So if you hear any noise in the background, that's what that is. Like I told you before, multitask. That's what we do around here. That's what we do around here. Multitask. Look here, little hooker. Better work. What the hell wrong with you? Alright, screw it. I'll come back and fix that later. No, what the hell wrong with this machine? Nothing wrong with my mix. So they still gotta find that balance. It's gonna take a bench. You can't win in this game in this league without a bench, especially a championship. So then you gotta look at injuries. KD's getting old. You know, he's had some serious injuries. Booker, he's been out for some games, and Bradley Beal. So nothing's guaranteed in this league. Then you got Fogel as the coach. You know, he's a lame duck coach. He's a cheer your own guy. So when them games get tight and the scores is close, who you gonna turn to? Would you favor them over Denver right now? It's gonna be a little hard without a big man. So anyway, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget to follow this page, subscribe to all the channels that's promoting the game the right way. Welcome to HD TV, Seahawks Jose Rodriguez, Ticket TV, Kwame Brown Bus Life, Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0, Damn D POV. I don't know if Damn D do sports, but yeah, support him. The Dreamers Pro, and I'm out.